Hello, my name is Alvin, Master Numerologist, and today I would like to start my series on exit points. An exit point is the number and the date in which a soul leaves the body, makes his or her transition. The entry point is just the opposite. It's when a soul entering into the body. That would be his birthday, the month, the day, and the year. The first person I would like to talk about in my series is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela made his transition on December the 5th, the year 2013, at the age of 95. A quick glance at his exit numbers, I observed a very strong 5 and a very strong 9 vibration. For an example, Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years. And in numerology, we reduce all of our compound numbers down to one or of 9 digits, 1 through 9. And so 2 plus 7 reveals a very strong 9 vibrational energy, which is very significant. The first sub-element of his age leads off with the number 9. Another important piece of information is Nelson Mandela was born on the 18th, and the 1 and the 8 added together creates another 9 vibrational energy. And another important piece of information is that the year of his birth, 1918. Now, there's a lot going on there, but my focus is on the number 9. And I noticed that the end of 1918 is the same compound number of the number that he's born on, which is the 18th. And so numerologists consider those last 2 numbers as the gift. And so the 1 and the 8 makes another 9. And of course, you notice another 9 in the year 1918. So you have a 1, 9, 1, 8. 1 plus 8 equals 9. And then you have his the day that he was born, which was on the 18th, which is the 9. And those are 3 9s there. And I'm going to show you that information on a piece of paper in a moment. But those are very strong indicators that Nelson Mandela had a very unselfish personality. He lived his life for others, because the 9 energy sacrifices a lot of their own well-being so that others can have. And being locked away for 27 years is a very strong sacrifice. Now, the number 5 also plays a very role in Nelson Mandela's incarnation. Once again, if you notice, he made his exit at 95. And the 5 energy is a sub-element. And it comes behind the 9. And what's interesting is that he left on a 5 energy. He made his transition on the 5th of December. And so that's another 5 energy. But when you add the 9 and the 5 together, his age number, you come back to a compound number of 14, which reduces back down to a number 5 energy. Now, let's take this one step further. When you add the month that he made his transition, which is a 12, to the day that of his transition, which was the 5th, to the year, which was 2013. When you add those 4 numbers together, the 2, the 0, the 1, and the 3, you come back to 14 energy. You come back to a 15 energy. And 1 plus 5 is 6. So those 3 numbers, the 3 of December, the 5 of the day that he made his transition, and then the 6th of the universal year 2013. When you add those three numbers together, the 3, the 5, and the 6, you come back to a 14, reduced down to a 5 energy. So those are very strong indicators of his great self-sacrifice to bring about freedom and liberation, not only to the South Africans, but what he was able to accomplish through his willingness to not to seek out revenge on those that has imprisoned him is a very strong indicator of the passion that he had for other individuals. And because of the way he handled his business, the whole world stood up and paid attention to Nelson Mandela. Because to do something without hatred within your heart, to do something with love within your heart, and to bring about the changes that he was able to bring about, the world took notice of that. So let me continue. So the number 5 energy also has a challenging aspect. Every number has a challenging aspect. So the 5 energy rules freedom. And of course the challenging aspect of that is to deny one there's freedom, in which Nelson Mandela had to endure for 27 years. But that was only his physical body that they denied. They could never capture his will, his love for humanity, nor imprison his soul. But he was denied a physical freedom for 27 years. But in those 27 years, he grew as a man. And when he was released, he did not harbor any ill feelings towards his captors. And very few individuals could make that statement. Now, Nelson Mandela was the first South African elected president in a fully representative democratic election. Mandela exit age number of 95 revealed his long, hard fight to bring freedom to South Africa, and by doing so has made the world freer. He is the liberator of freedom. Now, for those that are new to numerology, I have the breakdown. Hopefully you can see this. At the top line here, you see the age energy, which is 95, and down here I broke it down for you guys. 9 plus 5 equals 14. 1 plus 4 brings you back to 5. Okay. Now his transitional date is right here. This is how you line it up. You take the year and you place that on top, and then the month goes right under there, and then the day, and you see you have 2030, and then when you add that energy together, 2 plus 0 brings you back to 2, 2 plus 3 brings you to 5, and 5 plus 0 brings you back to the 5 vibrational energy. And then you can observe his birthday, his entry point, which is interesting. You see the first number is the 7. I didn't go into the 7 because he didn't make his transition on the 7. In other words, if the 7 was just as important to him, it would be like 97, or his vibrational energy would have vibrated to a number 7. It didn't. It vibrated to a number 5. I'm not overlooking the 7 influence because it has a very strong influence in Nelson Mandela's life, and this is not the time and the place for me to to break that energy down. But what I'm interested in the day that he incarnated was on the 18th. And 1 plus 8 brings us to that 9 energy. And then if you take an observation of the year of 1918, you'll notice that, of course, you'll see the first 9, which is right here, but you probably won't see the second 9, which is the 18, the same day that he's born on. We call this the gift. The last 2 numbers, the 1 and the 8, makes the 9 vibrational energy. Okay, so you see there's 3 9s there, and 3 times 9 is 27. Bring us back to the 9, and then his exit number. Once again, when you add those numbers together, you're going to come back to another 5 energy. So Nelson Mandela passion, the thing that he was able to accomplish was to become the liberator for humanity. That was in his heart of hearts. And regardless of the path that he chose to achieve that, at the end of the day, that's where his love stood. The love for humanity, and to see others free at the sacrifice of his own individual freedom. Tomorrow video, I'm going to talk about Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil, that played on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He made his transition at age 68. And so I'm going to break that down for you guys tomorrow. That's James Avery, the great actor James Avery, Uncle Phil. The clue is in the word uncle. Okay, until then, everybody keep your head up, and remember, you are the bright and morning star, and all stars resides within the heavens. You are a heavenly being. You are the child of God. Never sell yourself short. Affirm, I am that I am that I am. Peace.